Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm making a YouTube upload for the game NBA 2K23, and I'm playing as the Phoenix Suns, and I'm versing the Dallas Mavericks. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe, please click the subscribe button on the side. Thank you. Peace.
The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. This is it, opening day. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Reading tips off, shot the ball to Kevin Durant. Booker shoots the three and he makes it. Nice.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic out there with Irving. Then it's Christian Wood. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. That one falls.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
For three, a Kobe. Mavericks with the rebound. The pass to Hardaway. Rebounded by DeAndre. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The baseline jam. Booker, good. Booker's got 5.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now, here is Irvin. Count it, good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the middle. And finished off by Wood.
Oh, I tell you what, on the jam, Wood can just be ruthless. Won't let anybody stop him when he's going to the cup.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's the teardrop. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Booker outside. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. This, of course, their first time matched up with the Suns.
Yeah, an interesting history between these two. I mean, last year they were swept by this club in the regular season, but rebounded to take them down in the playoffs.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And here's Bullock from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Suns here with a different look. Baisley's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Paul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. Green, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Hardy in for Doncic. Here's Irving after the Suns pick up 2. Now here is McGee. Back to Irving. Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly
I'm
that
gonna get
variety.
3 to ball.
On the
Nice.
trifecta.
There we go.
At the arc, Warren gets in the zone, able to shoot with total concentration and lay it right in.
Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 8 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Shamet. Those 3-pointers off the mark. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try.
And it's Green with the jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Booker, no good.
That's bad.
Mavericks leading by 7. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Irving passes to Hardy. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Green passes to Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's Dallas going in. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell. Hardy is out there with Doncic. And it's Green, and it's Bullock in at the 4 spot.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Wood, he's checked in for Powell. Hardaway is subbed in for Green.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Floats it up for Doncic. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's Bullock missing. Suns trail by 9. Durant, that's good.
Nice.
Durant's got 6.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
So for the Suns, Biyombo is checked in for Ayton. Okogie comes in for Torrey Craig. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Damian Lee. The Mavericks also with a sub. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Hardy. Mavericks leading by 7. On the wing, Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoff last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their
There we
conference, only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Irving can't get it to go. Paul outside. Here's Biyombo. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving with it. Now guarded by Payne. Irving's shot is good. 13 points in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls.
Ross is checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Payne. Then for the Mavericks, JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Green
Come
for
on,
Hardaway.
dude.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Okogie misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Ross plays it up and banks it in. Ross has got his first bucket in this one.
Nice.
They're finding lanes to the
Go.
hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Doncic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
And it's Paul missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Paul. The shot is good off the backboard. Paul's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
For 3, Booker. It's good from long range. And now
Go.
just a 3-point Maverick lead. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Well, their rebounding effort is insulting. They got to play big.
And now let's talk about that first half. And that is...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And that one's good, Ayton.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Irving kicks to Doncic. The three. Dallas, no good that time either.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
And it's Bullock in the corner. Dallas again missing.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Booker in the corner. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix. You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And the basketball to Kobe.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Irving passes to Hardaway to stop the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Baisley's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Ross in for Booker. The Mavericks also with a sub. Green's checked in. Hardaway with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3 ball. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Payne. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
On the wing, Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Payne's shot is good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Mavericks trailed by 6. Steps back. They double him with Payne. To the left side wing. The wide open look here for Wood. Misses the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And the basket is good. Baisley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Dallas moving it around. Powell with the screen. Down low. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Phoenix calls timeout. So for the Suns, Landry Shamet's checked in for Torrey Craig. Warren comes in for Damian Lee. And it's Devin Booker in for Baisley. The Mavericks also with a sub. McGee's checked in. Booker 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have it.
Here's Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Mavericks making a switch here. Irving's checked in.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Here's Ross. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass. Ross has got his second basket of the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And it's Green. Missing. Outside Warren. Mavericks with the rebound. Irving for three. It doesn't go for him. From deep. He got it. Whoa! It's good.
But he did it. Drained it. Drained it. Whoa!
Wow. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas, Reggie Bullock is out there with Powell. Then there's Irving. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Doncic in at the point.
And looking at Reggie Bullock, boy, he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Christian Wood comes in for JaVale McGee. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Powell. So the wing on the left. Okogie for three. Phoenix no good that time either.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Hardaway for three. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. And finished off by Wood.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop. Emphatic.
Over to the left wing. Okogie for three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 10.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows at the
Nice
defensive
three.
end first.
And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys.
Thank you, David. For the three. That shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
It's all over.
For three, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
It's the three-point bomb. Okogie's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Paul from deep. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Luka Doncic.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back at you three. The revenge trip.
And the basket by Okogie. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Ball against Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
From deep, Wood. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Here's Doncic. Rebound by Okogie.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Third team foul.
That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, not many players have made the kind of splash Doncic did in his first year in the league. It was clear right away and really obvious this guy was no ordinary rookie. He played like a veteran from day one.
And the shot is good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating.
Oh, and I got a trophy in the end. Alright, okay. Hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe, and follow my social media on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you. Peace.
Kevin, thanks. Katie,